Welcome to Minnesota's premier celebration of innovation, the 2019 Tekne Awards, presented by the Minnesota High-Tech Association. Our science and technology community is gathered tonight to celebrate Minnesota innovation as we recognize the accomplishments of great entrepreneurs, individuals, and companies who are transforming the lives of people everywhere. The Minnesota High-Tech Association would like to thank everyone who made this celebration possible, especially the 2019 Tekne presenting sponsors, Optum and Thomson Reuters. Now, please welcome our President and CEO, Jeff Tollefson.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the 22nd Annual Tekne Awards. We're so happy you have joined us as we honor and celebrate the people and companies driving technology innovation in the state of Minnesota. My name is Jeff Tollefson, and I have the privilege and pleasure of serving as the President and CEO of the Minnesota High-Tech Association. For those unfamiliar with the MHTA, we're a coalition of more than 300 member companies united in building a stronger tech ecosystem and innovation economy in our state. We achieve our mission by enabling the connections, programs, public policies, and partnerships needed to help our tech community thrive. The MHTA is proud to present the annual Tekne Awards as we shine a spotlight on the new and exciting ways technology is reshaping our community and the world. Each year, we are amazed and inspired by the work of so many great Minnesota innovators, organizations, and leaders, and 2019 is no exception. It should be a terrific evening of celebration, and I can't wait to see who takes home a Tekne in so many of the award categories this evening. I think we can all agree that our state's future prosperity will to a great degree hinge on our ability to grow our economy through the application of technology. Fortunately, Minnesota has a rich history of innovation to build upon. From the development of the pacemaker to the Post-it note, global innovators like Medtronic and 3M got their start here. But to build the next generation of Medtronics and 3Ms, we need to maintain a culture that not only values and supports innovation, but intentionally cultivates the talent needed to fuel a thriving, technology-driven economy. That's why it's so important that we as technology leaders do what we can to build and grow a more skilled and inclusive workforce here in Minnesota. With baby boomers retiring en masse over the next decade and a public education system struggling to produce career-ready graduates at the level needed to fill expected talent gaps, we need to look at new ways to skill and develop our future tech talent. This includes tapping into often overlooked talent pools in historically underserved communities and creating new work-based learning opportunities for our city's youth, something I remain very passionate about from my prior work at Genesis Works. Bottom line is, if we want a bright tech future tomorrow, we need to invest towards that future today. And I mean today, tonight, and right here. For at the end of tonight's program, you're going to have the opportunity to invest in our collective future by supporting the work of the Minnesota High-Tech Foundation as we celebrate our next generation of innovators, 5 of whom are here tonight and will be receiving STEM scholarships. As you meet Terrence, Hassan, Rachel, Kinza, and Radhika, I know you too will see that our tech future looks bright, and I hope you will be inspired to support the college and career journeys of more students like them later this evening. With that said, let's get on with our program. It's now my pleasure to introduce the chairman of the Board of Directors of the Minnesota High-Tech Association and the Chief Information Security Officer of Medtronic, Mr. Pat Joyce.
Thank you, Jeff, and good evening, everyone. On behalf of the board and the staff of the MHTA, I want to thank you for joining us tonight and helping fuel Minnesota's innovation engine through your presence here this evening. The Tekne Awards is truly a night of celebration, and we are delighted to showcase some of the top innovators and innovations in Minnesota and what we have to offer to the rest of the country. If you represent one of the 36 finalist companies that's up for an award this evening, would you please take a moment and stand so you can be recognized. We want to take this opportunity to pay tribute to you, your teams, and everyone in your organizations for your dedicated efforts and all the work that went into the journey that brought you here tonight. I wish we could present awards to you all, but our distinguished panel of judges could only pick one recipient for each category. Let's give a big round of applause again to this talented group of innovators. Now, it's customary to open celebrations with a toast, and tonight will be no exception. It's my pleasure to introduce executives from two of our presenting sponsor companies who also serve with me on the MHTA Board of Directors. Rakhi Purohit, who is Director of Technology at Thomson Reuters, and Todd Hauschelt, CIO of Optum Omnichannel.
Thank you, Pat. It's such a pleasure to welcome you all here in the fast-paced world of technology, innovation. It's easy to get swept away in the constant current of progress and change. Every day in our great state, talented minds and determined dreamers are inventing, designing, and building the tech that will improve our world for a brighter tomorrow.
And that's why, for one special night every year, we get together to look back and celebrate the momentous accomplishments made by our friends and colleagues.
It's very important tonight to remember that it isn't just about the awards. It's about the community that we've built around this event and the ambition it inspires. When risk takers are encouraged and collaboration fostered, everyone in Minnesota wins.
So, on behalf of MHTA and its board of directors, we would like to thank you all for being here. Now let's raise our glasses and toast to the innovative spirit that we welcome tonight and our commitment to support and inspire that innovation in others across the state. Cheers.
Cheers.
And now we have the privilege of introducing tonight's Emcee. So you have heard him on WCCO, seen him on TPT Almanac, and read his Daily Star Tribune column.
Meteorologist, author, entrepreneur, software expert, friend and supporter of the MHTA, Mr. Paul Douglas.
Thank you. Be honest, you're clapping because it's not snowing. Right? It's 43 degrees. Indian summer. Oh boy, it's good to be here. I was blessed to be able to win a Tekne many years ago. I've started and sold 3 companies here in Minnesota. I'm on, another 3 companies, 2 weather tech companies, a climate tech company. When you're an entrepreneur, and how many of you in the audience have started more than one business? Show of hands. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Give yourselves a round of applause. Because there's always another idea, right? Yeah. My wife would like to strangle me. But I predict you're going to have an amazing evening. I get jazzed every year at the Teknes. You meet amazing people, hear amazing stories. There is incredible stuff going on in Minnesota. So I predict it's going to be a great evening and that you will be jazzed up and energized and reinvigorated by what you hear tonight. The Teknes really are a wonderful time to look back and celebrate the accomplishments made over the last year by some of the brightest minds in the state. We all have a reason to celebrate this evening, including myself. Tonight marks the 10th year as your Tekne Emcee. says in the prompter they could not find anyone else. So, works for me. A big thank you is owed to the technology professionals and community leaders who volunteered their time to review this year's applications and select the 2019 award finalists and recipients. Thank you, Tekne judges. Would all our Tekne judges please stand and be recognized? Thank you. You can find a list of all the members of the selection committee on page 32 of your program. Again, thank you for sharing your time and your expertise. And now, let's begin the presentation of awards by recognizing the leadership efforts of our elected and appointed public servants. Please welcome Doug Carnival, partner at McGran, Shea, Carnival Lamb, to present the awards for public service.
Thank you, Paul. Let's give Paul another round of applause for all of his contributions over the 10 years. Thank you, Paul. We're less than a year away from the 2020 election. Don't blame me. I can already feel the excitement and, of course, the heartburn that comes along with it. Whatever happens in the next election, and despite political differences, our elected officials on both sides of the aisle recognize that science and technology fuel Minnesota's prosperity. That's why MHTA is proud to take a moment to say thank you to the individuals who take an interest in the work we do and support science and technology. First, we recognize Senator Eric Pratt. As chair of a key Senate committee, Senator Pratt has been a champion on issues like the Angel Investment Tax Credit and the SciTech's Internship Partnership. We're fortunate to have leaders like Senator Pratt who recognize the importance of supporting entrepreneurs and our next generation of scientists and engineers. We thank Senator Pratt for his leadership on these issues. Senator. I hope this is the right one. Our next award goes to Steve Grove, Commissioner of the Department of Employment and Economic Development. A former Google executive and Minnesota native, Commissioner Grove has been on the job for less than a year. During his time as commissioner, Mr. Grove has been an advocate for expanding broadband throughout the state and reinstating the Angel Investment Tax Credit. He has worked tirelessly to establish Launch Minnesota, a statewide initiative to increase entrepreneurship and innovation throughout the state of Minnesota. We thank Commissioner Grove for his dedication to these issues. Let's get a picture. I'm with the tall timber up here.
Okay, thank you for your leadership and your advocacy, Commissioner Grove and Representative Pratt. And now, the Tekne Awards for Innovation in Minnesota's Leading Industries.
These bold North innovators are turning science fiction into reality, making our world safer, healthier, and more accessible. Our future is in their hands.
Here to introduce our first award category, Innovation in the Field of Ag Tech, please welcome Teddy Buckelly, Senior Vice President and Chief Technology Officer at Land O'Lakes. Teddy.
Thank you, Paul. I can't believe you've done this for a decade. I'm just nervous doing this for 30 seconds. Agriculture is the heart of Minnesota. With markets and weather in constant change, these innovators leverage technology to ensure the integrity of our food supply, the health of our environment, and the strength of Minnesota's agricultural economy. Here are the finalists for the awards.
Calyxt, a food ingredients company for Colino high oleic soybean oil. The first ever gene-edited food to hit the U.S. market, Colino contains approximately 80% oleic acid and 20% less saturated fatty acids than commodity soybean oils. Colino offers a significantly healthier, longer shelf life product without the use of GMOs. Each batch is traceable to the county where the soybeans were grown. Ecolab, a global leader in water, hygiene, and energy technologies and services, for antimicrobial insights with advanced automation equipment, to adjust dosing by application point for poultry and meat processors. Antimicrobial Insights enables processors to strike the optimum balance between yield, production efficiency, and product quality while ensuring food safety. And Leverage, an end-to-end accounting, operations, and customer relationship management solution tailored to agribusiness needs. As a cloud-based product accessible anywhere, anytime, on any device, Leverage consolidates multiple functions from several lines of business into one easy-to-use interface for the ultimate user experience.
And the Tekne Award goes to Calyxt. Accepting the award tonight is Jim Bloom.
Congratulations, Calyxt. Nicely done. And now Lisa Schlosser, Executive Director of Technovation MN, will introduce our second award of the evening, Innovation in the Field of Educational Technology. Lisa.
Through advancement in digital technology, students of all ages can achieve their full potential and contribute to a thriving Minnesota economy. By striving for excellence, equity, and opportunity, investors enable better STEM outcomes for students across our states. We salute these finalists.
Code Championship, a Minnesota coding boot camp for ages 9 to 15 for its work in fostering a passion for programming in young coders. Code Championship is an educational, competitive coding platform that taps into the excitement of competitive sports. Coaches are able to lead young coders through a progressive series of challenges focused on teaching fundamental coding concepts. Pearson Vue, a global leader in delivering computer-based high-stakes exams for Ally. The Ally program integrates technology from multiple lab providers in Vue's integrated test delivery platform and is able to transform traditional, knowledge-based assessments into state-of-the-art, performance-based exams. Tonight, we recognize Pearson Vue for a second innovation. It's OnVue Technology, a next-generation online proctoring platform. OnVue frees candidates from having to travel to physical test centers, allowing them to test whenever and wherever they want, without sacrificing security rigor. Candidates validate their identity and testing environment using a suite of artificial intelligence services.
And the Tekne Award goes to Code Championship. Accepting the award tonight is Luke Schalungen.
let's hear it for our EdTech winner, Code Championship. Well done. The next category that we recognize tonight is innovation in the field of financial technology. Here to tell us all about that is Liz Carraro, Director, Digital Strategy and Partnerships at Securian Financial. Liz.
Good evening. With its impressive financial sector and strong technological and entrepreneurial communities, Minnesota is quickly becoming a key player in the fintech industry. Tonight, we are proud to recognize these finalists.
Branch, a financial wellness and employee benefits app for its mobile-first technology that helps hourly workers get ahead financially. The application allows users to budget, take paycheck advances, avoid overdrafts, and earn more income by picking up available shifts. By focusing on the hourly worker, Branch also helps companies attract and retain hourly employees in today's tight labor market. ClickSwitch is an automated account switching solution for financial institutions and fintechs. It enables these companies to be more efficient in onboarding new clients, and it gives existing clients the ability to consolidate. ClickSwitch can be accessed via smartphone, personal computer, or tablet. It quickly, safely, and efficiently switches direct deposits and automatic payments from old accounts to new ones. And Total Expert, a fintech company behind the first fully integrated marketing and sales software for the mortgage and banking industries for its marketing operating system. Total Expert engages clients at the right time with the right message, via the right channel, enabling financial service firms to create customers for life. Today, over 100 firms work with Total Expert to improve their customers' financial experiences.
And the Tekne Award goes to Total Expert. Accepting the award tonight is Charles Wyatt.
Congratulations to our FinTech winner, Total Expert. And now please help me welcome Shay Mandel, President and CEO of the Medical Alley Association, to introduce the final award in this group, Innovation in the Field of Medical Technology. Shay.
Well, Minnesota's Medical Alley spans the corridor from Rochester to Duluth. And as the Silicon Valley of the North, it is home to the world's leading health technology organizations and is an incubator for the transformative healthcare innovations of tomorrow. It is a pleasure to honor these MedTech finalists.
Abilitech Medical, a medical device company, for its suite of mobility devices to support arms and hands in the functional tasks required for independence in daily life. Its first product, Abilitech Assist, is expected to receive FDA clearance in January. It serves patients with upper limb impairment who have retained hand function. Approximately 75,000 U.S. patients who live with muscular dystrophy or multiple sclerosis will benefit. Starkey Hearing Technologies, a privately held global hearing technology company for Livio AI, the world's first healthable hearing aid powered by artificial intelligence and integrated sensors. This multifunctional, wearable technology tracks brain and body health and redefines what a hearing aid can do. Zipnosis, an industry-leading virtual care technology platform for becoming the first and only virtual care solution to meet conformity standards that provide virtual care for the 19% of Americans who live with a disability. The Zipnosis platform is now compatible with online navigation tools frequently used by disabled patients, enabling healthcare systems to provide intuitive accessible, and convenient access to virtual care for all communities they serve.
Quite an exceptional group of companies. And the Tekne Award goes to Abilitech Medical. And accepting the award tonight is Angie Conley.
I predicted this, by the way. I got this one right. Congratulations to our MedTech winner, Abilitech. Very cool. Now, please help me welcome Pat Dillon, a key member of the MHTA team and director of the Minnesota's SBIR Assistance Office. Pat.
Thank you, Paul. It is a pleasure to recognize all of the startups and the existing companies who are working hard to commercialize new products, new services, and processes with financial support through the Federal Small Business Innovation Research and Small Business Technology Transfer Programs, commonly known as America's Seed Fund. America's Seed Fund is our tax dollars that are being invested in breakthrough innovations across science, technology, engineering, manufacturing, with the potential for commercialization. I would ask you to please refer to page 13 for a list of the startups and existing companies that were competitively awarded funding to bring their innovations to life. It's quite an impressive list. Now I would like to recognize two of these innovators with the Tekne Award. I am deeply honored to share with all of you two outstanding startups in Minnesota, Clade and Chromatic 3D Materials. First, we would like to recognize Dr. Sibas Das of Clade. Clade is a University of Minnesota spinoff that is bringing the next generation of pest control to the world. Their SBIR Phase 1 project is focused on the development of safe and effective toxin-free biocontrol of insects and other invasive organisms. Mosquitoes and other insects cost upwards of $10 billion per year to the world economy due to their impact on human health and revenue losses to agriculture. The commercialization goal is to develop insect control methods that are cost-effective and have minimal environmental impact. Congratulations, Clade. It happens every year. Our next award goes to Dr. Cora Liebig of Chromatic 3D Materials. Accepting on behalf of Cora is Lori Lawn. Chromatic 3D Materials is bringing the next generation of 3D printing to the world. Their SBIR Phase 2 project will advance additive manufacturing technologies to enable novel, patient-specific medical devices and consumer goods to the marketplace. Additive manufacturing, or 3D printing, is a rapidly growing $7 billion industry, which enables small and medium-sized businesses to competitively manufacture new and innovative products. Congratulations, Chromatic 3D Materials.
Congratulations, Chromatic 3D Materials and Clade. Your dedication to science advancement will have an impact around the world. And now the Tekne Awards for technology advancement across industries.
Let's recognize technological advancements across industries that reduce complexities and safeguard people and organizations around the world. These trailblazers are our path to the future.
Okay, here to introduce the award for technology advancement in cloud computing. Let's welcome to the stage Rocky Purohit, Director, Technology at Thomson Reuters. Rocky.
Cloud computing takes the accessibility of essential computer resources and elevates them to astronomical heights. These on-demand services provide coherence and economies of scale, which is why we are thrilled to recognize these Tekne finalists in the cloud computing category.
Datica, for its cloud-based platform to accelerate healthcare's transformation to a data-driven future. Datica provides a scalable software solution that enables developers to securely integrate patient healthcare data from any source, while satisfying security and compliance regulations. Using the company's platform, cumbersome development processes are simplified. Flywheel, for its software-as-a-service biomedical imaging research platform. This platform automates previously IT-intensive tasks across a wide variety of data formats and processes in a scientifically reproducible workflow. The Flywheel imaging research platform takes care of time and resource-intensive IT issues, so clinical and life science researchers can do more research and less IT. And Merrill Corporation, a global software-as-a-service provider, for its DataSite One platform, addressing the entire mergers and acquisitions lifecycle for thousands of deals in more than 170 countries. The DataSite One platform supports the world's leading investment banks, private equity firms, law firms, and corporations in their merger and acquisition actions.
All right. And the Tekne Award goes to Flywheel. Accepting the award tonight is Travis Richardson.
Well done, Flywheel. For our next exciting category, please help me welcome Todd Hochschild, CIO Omnichannel at Optum, to introduce our second award in this group, Technology Advancement in Cognitive Computing. Todd.
In today's futuristic world of AI development, cognitive computing brings machine learning to a human level. These systems incorporate self-learning technologies that use data mining, pattern recognition, and natural language processing to mimic the way the human brain works. Tonight, we salute these Tekne finalists in the cognitive computing category.
C.H. Robinson, one of the world's largest third-party logistics providers for Navisphere Vision, a global supply chain technology that gives shippers real-time inventory visibility through one platform across all modes of transportation in all regions of the world. Navisphere Vision leverages machine learning, analytics, and artificial intelligence to predict and mitigate potential supply chain disruption. Thomson Reuters, a leading provider of news and information-based tools for Checkpoint Edge, a revolutionary product that's transforming tax research workflow for law, tax and accounting firms, and corporations. Through a combination of artificial intelligence technologies, Checkpoint Edge makes the tax research process more intuitive and faster than ever. And Fashion Brain, an artificial intelligence solution built on natural language processing to assign accurate tags to fashion images within seconds. This technology allows fashion publishers to find the right image for use in their digital and media publications. Data points created through Fashion Brain's keyword imagery offer predictive analytics to regional and global fashion trends.
And the Tekne Award goes to C.H. Robinson. Accepting the award tonight is Mo Kamar.
Let's hear it for our cognitive computing winner, C.H. Robinson. Awesome. From computers that think for themselves to the tech defenses that keep everything in line, please welcome J.D. Keller, Regional Senior Vice President for Comcast Twin Cities, to introduce our next award category, Technology Advancement in Cybersecurity. J.D.
Thank you, Paul, and good evening. With more devices in the world than people, implementing an effective cybersecurity practice is more challenging than ever. These innovators are creating state-of-the-art solutions to better protect our networks, our devices, and our data from all these digital attacks. Here are the nominees leading in cybersecurity.
Code 42, a leader in data loss detection and response for its next-gen data loss protection solution. This solution offers complete data visibility with the historical breadth, forensic depth, and file access to safeguard business. Next-gen data loss protection detects risky file activity across computers and the cloud and tells organizations where their data lives, where it goes, and who has access to it. FR Secure, a full-service information security management company, for its incident response program that helps companies prepare for breaches and minimizes the damage done should a breach occur. FR Secure's incident response program is accessible and scalable, protecting sensitive, confidential business information from unauthorized access, disclosure, distribution, and destruction. And Ocean Tech, an industry-leading environmentally responsible electronics recycling company, for providing full-service data center decommissioning and IT asset disposition in highly secured facilities. Since 2012, Ocean Tech technicians have performed over 125 data center decommissioning projects, removed over 2,000 racks of servers, and processed over 33,000 rack mount devices.
And the Tekne Award goes to Code 42. Accepting the award tonight will be Joe Payne.
Congratulations to our cybersecurity winner, Code 42. Way to go. Here to inform us on technology advancements in Industry 4.0, let's welcome to the stage Kevin Beckenstead, Senior Director, Digital and Technology at Best Buy. Kevin.
Thanks, Paul. The first industrial revolution used steam power engines to launch our society on an exponential path of innovation. Today, where advancements in autonomous systems and machine learning abound, our industry continues to boom. Let's celebrate the Tekne finalists for the Industry 4.0 Award.
Rimage, a global leader in on-demand digital publishing for Maestro, the market's first fully automated USB system for printing and recording. Engineered for reliable, robust performance with industrial-grade robotics, Maestro meets the world's most challenging digital content demands for USB technology. Advanced features such as flexible memory and case size options combine with a new software suite to bring unrivaled performance and quality. Seagate Technology, a global leader in data storage solutions for its game-changing laser assembly heat-assisted magnetic recording technology. This automated machining process joins devices the size of a grain of salt, precisely aligning them to tolerances that are 1,000th the thickness of a sheet of paper. It will soon deliver 20-plus terabyte drives, about 10 times the capacity of its predecessor, with a future potential of up to 40 terabytes. And Tower Solutions, an industry leader and innovator in advanced tower technology for its automatic self-erecting mobile towers. Constructed with the push of a button, these high-quality portable towers support communications infrastructure, homeland security, and the United States Armed Forces. These solar-powered towers can be placed, utilized, and removed with almost no impact on the surrounding area.
And the Tekne Award goes to Tower Solutions. Accepting the award tonight is David Kensinger.
Let's hear it for Tower Solutions, our Industry 4.0 winner. For our final award category in this group, let's welcome Amy Fisher, Vice President for the Technology Industry at Padilla, to introduce the technology advancement in the Internet of Things. Amy.
Thank you, Paul. The Internet of Things, or IoT, is an extensive network designed to connect people and their devices through data collection and exchange. Cheers to these Tekne finalists for their transformational IoT technologies.
'75F, a wireless building automation provider for its work at The Reserve, a suburban co-working space. '75F created 59 zones for comfort and performance across 8,000 square feet of space at The Reserve's Roseville location. The '75F Dynamic Airflow Balancing Smart Solution uses the Internet of Things and cloud computing to predict, analyze, and control hot and cold spots in commercial buildings to conserve energy, reduce operational costs, and provide the ideal occupant experience. Digi International, a world leader in wireless application development and management for its Digi XB tools that improve the Internet of Things application lifecycle. Digi XB tools enable developer teams to complete certified designs rapidly, support their customers' requirements, and securely monitor IoT applications in any imaginable use case anywhere in the world. And Sleep Number, the leader in sleep innovation for its Sleep IQ technology. Sleep IQ detects sleep disturbances, movements, and biometric changes, and then automatically adjusts the Sleep Number 360 smart bed's firmness to deliver quality sleep. The newest evolution of Sleep IQ technology provides detailed, individualized insights based on lifestyle, sleep habits, and biometric data.
And the Tekne Award goes to Digi International. Accepting the award tonight is Mike Yulin.
Well, first of all, I was reminded that I made a rookie mistake tonight and wore my name tag up here for the first award, so it's in the pocket now. But it's now my distinct pleasure to present this next award. a special Tekne for lifetime achievement to recognize the professional accomplishments and community impact achieved by tonight's honoree, Phil Soren. Many entrepreneurs dream of hitting it big with one startup business venture, but ever the overachiever, Phil's done it not once, not twice, but 3 times. And I was fortunate enough to be an investor along for the ride in all 3. You can read about Phil's storied career in your Tekne program, but just let me give you the highlight reel. Phil started out as a junior high math teacher in Colorado, quit teaching to become a stockbroker, and soon after joined IBM as a sales rep. After a decade with IBM in a variety of roles, Phil got the entrepreneurial bug and wanted to start a company. It was in the unfinished basement of his Eden Prairie home where Phil and 2 other founders co-founded Xiotech Corporation in 1995, developing a plan for a next-generation data storage system. With a little bit of angel money, some venture capital, the company successfully launched its storage area network product. Less than 5 years after its founding, Xiotech was purchased by Seagate for $360 million. Not content to hit pay dirt once, it was back to the basement for Phil and his 2 technical partners. But of course, now the basement was nicely finished, carpeted, TV, pool table, probably a bar, right, Phil? And it was there that they crafted the business plan for a new company, Compellent Technologies, to produce a next-generation storage area network system. This is what Phil would later call his B2B play, basement to $1 billion. It's very clever. For after raising $53 million in venture funding, taking the company public on the New York Stock Exchange, and achieving rapid levels of growth, Compellent was purchased by Dell for $960 million in cash. Not quite $1 billion, but close enough. But Phil was not done starting companies. With 2 new talented operating executives at his side, Phil helped negotiate the licensing of software from the University of Minnesota and created VidCoo, subsequently renamed Flipgrid, in late 2015. Remarkably, the team was able to raise $17 million in seed funding in just 17 days. Flipgrid's success was not linear and far from certain, but over the course of 2.5 years, they were able to reach 20 million users in 180 countries, leading to the company's acquisition by Microsoft in June of last year. Having had a ringside seat to these entrepreneurial successes as an investor and serving on the board of directors at Compellent, I've seen Phil shine as a business leader. He is truly one of the most authentic, caring, and personable executives I've ever met. And I believe his business success was less about the products his company sold and more a function of his innate ability to connect with and inspire those around him. Phil is a firm believer that success is a team sport. And while he's built a lot of successful teams over his career, the most important and impactful team he's co-created is the one he enjoys at home with his remarkable wife, Margie. As former educators, Margie and Phil have turned much of their philanthropic attention to issues related to public education, with many inner-city education and youth enrichment programs benefiting not only from their financial generosity, but from their wisdom, guidance, and support as active board members. My wife Jenny and I had the pleasure of taking a trip to Peru with Margie and Phil in 2012. And of all the great moments on that trip, one with Phil really stands out. I think we might have a picture you can look at. It was one evening after dinner, I found Phil outside of the mess tent teaching English to 3 young men on a roll of toilet paper. And this is the essence of Phil Soren. Always generous, always caring, and always the teacher. For all these reasons and so many more, it gives me great pleasure to introduce the recipient of this year's Tekne Award for Lifetime Achievement, my friend, Phil Soren.
Oh, thank you. Jeez. Thanks a lot there. Holy cow. You know, I had a sneaking suspicion that Jeff was going to say something about that toilet paper roll here. So I wrote my acceptance speech on another roll. No, seriously, that doesn't look very good for the pictures, does it? Seriously, I'm humbled to be up here. This is a big award, and it means a lot to me. And I just want to thank the Minnesota High Tech Association and for recognizing me. And I'm just going to say three things here. So first of all, I have a lot of really great partners in this journey. So my number one partner, I'm getting a little emotional here, is my wife, Margie. You know, picture 1995, entrepreneurialism was not in vogue back then, right? I have 4 kids, we don't have much savings, and I tell her I want to go to the basement with 2 other guys and start a company. And she had the guts to say, go for it. And you know, when you start a company, your income is 0 for a long time. And she's upstairs teaching piano lessons to help feed the family. So I'm really serious that my number one partner in life is Margie, and I thank you for that there. I also had a lot of other partners. I had founding partners that were fantastic. I had employee partners that were fantastic. I had investor partners that were fantastic, several who are in the audience here today, both angels and VCs. You know, I had board members I've worked with that are really great. I've had philanthropic partners, including the University of St. Thomas, who's got a table back here. I just had a lot of great partners, and I even have partners in fun. And at table 44, I have my bike riding buddies that we travel the world and ride bikes together. So number one, partners is important. Number 2 is entrepreneurs. Being an entrepreneur is really hard. And I just got to tell everyone in the audience here, you own a little piece of responsibility to look out for these entrepreneurs. So a tip for the entrepreneurs, I'll give you one tip. We get enamored with our products and our technologies. I encourage you to quadruple your time you're spending and your creativity you're spending on your go-to-market. Don't get enamored with your product. Go figure out how you're going to sell it and take it to market. And for those big companies in the audience here, I got to challenge you to find ways to allow these entrepreneurs to compete for your business. They got to earn it, but you got to give them the chance to try to earn it. And I got to tell you, my experience is the local market is the toughest one for the entrepreneur to crack, which is kind of ironic. And then number 3 is strive. You know, as my kids grew up, I always told them you can't ever peak. You got to keep stretching and do a little better each year, and don't peak too early. And I grew up seeing a lot of high school stars that peaked at age 18. You know, high school is their best part of their life. And so I've always tried to strive, and I think all of us here got to keep striving as you go on here. So it's kind of ironic getting a Lifetime Achievement Award, because what does that connotate? You're really old, and you're over the hill. So I joked with Margie that I need to have a new goal of getting a 2nd Lifetime Achievement Award so that I don't get, you know, content or soft or whatever. So I'm going to try to do that here. So I challenge all of you out there to keep striving. I'm sure there's some things you're thinking about doing. It may not be starting a company, but there's things you're thinking about doing. I encourage you to look up and to the right and keep striving. Don't be content there. So thanks again for the High Tech Association. It's a big honor. I appreciate it. Thanks, Jeff.
Thank you for the words of wisdom, Phil, and congratulations. And Phil, you've always been my favorite uncle. I mean that. I'm a weatherman, trust me. You are a Category 5 human being. You are a force of nature, a force for good. Thank you for giving back. Thank you for paying it forward. You're generous with your time. You've inspired countless entrepreneurs to follow in your footsteps. We are damn lucky to have you in Minnesota. Thank you. And now, the Tekne Awards for our vibrant tech ecosystem.
Minnesota's vibrant technology ecosystem is thriving with the innovations of our next group. They make our future a better place.
There are a lot of glowing faces here tonight, but few shine brighter than the organizations we're about to recognize in the Vibrant Tech Ecosystem Group. Please help me welcome Mary Grove, partner, Rise of the Rest Seed Fund at Revolution, as she introduces the Startup Award category. Hi, Mary.
Thank you, Paul, and good evening. Launching a startup is like riding a roller coaster. You decide to take a chance and you buckle yourself in for an exciting ride of ups and downs. As scary as this can be, there is also a prevailing sense of freedom and satisfaction that comes from taking a vision and turning it into a reality. The finalists in this category know that feeling. Let's take a moment to meet them.
Anatomy, a stem cell engineering firm for the patent-pending Chrono platform, which drastically shortens the production of human neurological diseases in a dish from 35 days to only 7. Anatomy's products will accelerate breakthroughs and treatments for neurological conditions that impact approximately 1 billion individuals globally, such as Alzheimer's, Parkinson's, chronic pain, and depression. Bleacher, a mobile sports app for Bleacher One, helping sports teams, leagues, and colleges elevate the mobile fan experience while creating new revenue streams and actionable insights for the organization. The app was first launched with the St. Paul Saints and includes feature-rich additions such as gamification, e-commerce, loyalty rewards, in-seat concession deliveries, and more. And CD3 General Benefit Corporation, a manufacturer of clean tech equipment, for its user-operated boat and trailer cleaning stations that help stop the spread of aquatic invasive species. The user-friendly CD3 cleaning system includes a wet dry vac, blower, and tethered hand tools. An IoT platform monitors use and functionality, resulting in a 75% decrease in aquatic invasive species violations by boaters.
And tonight's Tekne Award goes to Anatomy. Accepting the award tonight is Patrick Walsh.
Congratulations, Anatomy. Thank you, Mary. Here to introduce the Community Impact Award, please welcome Cy Morton, partner at Robbins Kaplan. Cy.
Thank you, Paul. The finalists in this category are dedicating some serious elbow grease to help make our communities shine. Through their hard work, STEM initiatives take wing as they enable and inspire all community members to create better lives through technology. The finalists in this category include
Comcast, a global media and technology company for Internet Essentials, bridging the digital divide by bringing internet access, computers, and digital literacy training to low-income Americans. Internet Essentials is offered in 240 languages and has connected 2 million low-income households to the internet. PCs for People, a self-sustaining leader in digital inclusion, provides low-cost refurbished computers, affordable internet, and digital literacy education to income-qualified individuals and families. Each year, PCs for People keeps over 1 million pounds of e-waste out of landfills, provides an inclusive work environment for individuals with disabilities, and provides life-changing resources to those in need. And Spark Y, a nonprofit that empowers youth through hands-on STEM education, rooted in sustainability and entrepreneurship. Every year, it connects 2,000 students with community organizations in 3 core areas: innovative green school programs, annual internships, and an urban agricultural lab. Students at Edison High designed and built a commercial-scale aquaponics system, selling produce grown by students to the school cafeteria for lunches.
And the winner is PCs for People. Casey Sorensen, come on down.
Let's hear it for our Community Impact winner, PCs for People. And now, Adeshewa Adesiji, Workforce Strategy Consultant at the Minnesota Department of Employment and Economic Development. She's introducing the final award of the evening, Workforce Development. Adeshewa.
The cornerstone to any successful business is its workforce. In today's tight labor market, technology leaders are challenged to attract, develop, and retain the vibrant talent they need. Hats off to our finalists in workforce development for creating programs that solve talent issues and strengthen the next generation.
Best Buy, a multinational consumer electronics retailer for Career Pathways, a year-long training and mentorship program for underserved youth focusing on high-demand tech fields such as cybersecurity, programming, and digital media. Curriculum includes coding, music production, computer repair, digital arts, communication, and entrepreneurship, and ends with a paid internship at a local employer. Creating IT Futures, a nonprofit dedicated to building the tech talent pipeline for its IT Ready program, part of the Minneapolis-St. Paul Tech Hire Initiative, and in partnership with the Wounded Warrior Project, this 8-week course offers free technology training and job placement services to qualified adults. Creating IT Futures works with more than 60 employers to interview and hire grads. 2018 placement was at 88%. And Target, a leading U.S. general merchandise retailer, for its Engineering Management Immersion Program, a 12-month program to bring underrepresented groups into the ranks of engineering leadership. In 2 years, Target nearly doubled its number of female engineering managers. Target openly shares this diversity playbook with other organizations.
And the Tekne Award goes to Creating IT Futures. Accepting the award tonight is Sue Wallace.
Well done. Congratulations to our Workforce Development winner, Creating IT Futures. Jeff, can you come back here? Look, this is your first Tekne Award as President and CEO of the Minnesota High Tech Association.
You already made a rookie mistake.
The name tag?
Yep.
You gotta put that behind you.
We're good. I am.
It's fine.
Yeah.
You know, your pants stayed up. That's good. That's a good start, right? That would be a major problem.
That would be a problem.
So far, so good. It's going well.
Well, it's been a wonderful night, and I have to say, after having been fortunate enough to win a Tekne Award in the workforce development category a few years ago, it's a lot more relaxing being on the side of handing out awards than sweating it out in hopes of winning one. So yes, it's been a great night. It's also been gratifying to see the quality of the companies and the level of innovation honored here. We as Minnesotans should be rightfully proud. But the Tekne Awards would not be possible without the consistent support of our sponsors, and I want to take the opportunity to thank their leaders for helping make this event possible. First, our presenting sponsors, Optum and Thomson Reuters. Rounds of applause. Our gold sponsors, Best Buy, the Minnesota Department of Employment and Economic Development, Padilla and Twin Cities Business. Our silver sponsors, AT&T, Comcast, and Robbins Kaplan. And finally, our bronze sponsors, Accenture, Digineer, Target, and Xcel Energy. Thank you so much for your generous support.
That is a mighty group of supporters for sure. Indeed. And now, let's turn our attention to future innovators. Please welcome Jennifer Hochschild, Vice President of Human Resources at Uponor, to join Jeff in introducing this year's scholarship recipients and the work of the MHTA Foundation.
Thank you, Paul. As a member of the MHTA Foundation Board, I'm delighted to have this group of exceptional students here with us tonight. Please take the time to read more about them and their inspiring stories on page 35 of your event program. We really applaud their accomplishments.
Yeah, each year, the MHTA Foundation takes pride in awarding scholarships to students looking to advance their STEM education in college. These opportunities are made possible through your generous donations and the corporate support of companies like Thomson Reuters, which sponsored one of this year's scholarships. Noah Pruzek, Vice President, Technology at Thomson Reuters, please join us on the stage as we introduce our scholars.
The Minnesota High-Tech Foundation awards annual STEM scholarships to qualifying undergraduate college students. These scholarships help prepare our future workforce for careers in growing science and technology sectors in Minnesota. In 2019, we are pleased to recognize 5 students majoring in STEM from colleges and universities across Minnesota. STEM jobs are the foundation for Minnesota's future. Investing in our youth today strengthens tomorrow's workforce and fosters Minnesota's next generation of innovators. Since 2007, the Minnesota High-Tech Foundation has awarded more than $500,000 in the form of scholarships to students majoring in STEM careers. Selected scholars need to meet the exacting criteria for the prestigious award. The criteria includes high achievement in academic studies, demonstrated financial need, confirmed accomplishments outside of the classroom, and plans to contribute to Minnesota's technology-based economy by joining Minnesota's workforce after graduation. We are grateful to those of you who made personal contributions, as well as Thomson Reuters for sponsoring a named scholarship. Your support makes these investments in the next generation of innovators possible.
On behalf of the MHTA Foundation, I'm proud to present the 2019 MHTA Foundation Scholarship winners. We are so proud of all of your accomplishments to date and look forward with great anticipation that all you'll achieve in the future. Well done. And now I'd like to ask a couple of our student honorees, Radhika and Hassan, to come forward and share a bit more about their own personal journeys. Radhika?
All right. Thank you, Jeff. Good evening, everyone. My name is Radhika Tandon, and I'm studying computer science at Augsburg University. I'm a first-generation college student as well as a first-generation American. Growing up, I had no early mentors or family members to help me with the college process, so my family and I had to figure it out all together. Throughout college, I had the amazing opportunities to intern at Thomson Reuters as well as NASA. I would like to share a memory with you all from my internship at NASA. I remember video chatting with my parents while I was at the NASA Glenn Research Center in Cleveland, Ohio. I was sitting in a nice wooden desk in a big building, but when I looked at my phone screen and I saw where my parents were working, I got a little emotional. I saw that they were still working at the convenience store and how tired their eyes looked, but they had a huge smile on their face knowing that I'm doing well. The contrast between where I was working and where my parents were working shows the contrast that many first-generation students see. At that point, I realized just how important my education is. With that, I would like to thank the Minnesota High Tech Association for their generosity and support in regards to my education. I'm very excited to be a part of the MHTA Scholars Program this year, and I'm looking forward to looking at job opportunities here in Minnesota. Thank you all for coming. Thank you.
Good evening. Well, this crowd seemed a lot smaller when I was down there. My name is Hassan Jama. I'm currently a junior at the University of Minnesota. I also work at Metro Transit, am married with 3 children, and have the added responsibility of providing for my family, extended family, back home in Somalia. Driving buses at Metro Transit, I found myself intrigued by the intricate modeling used to accommodate riders, schedule drivers, and maintain buses. I had been taking classes at Normandale Community College contemplating my career path. With an aptitude for engineering, the ability to solve problems with a scientific approach inspired me to transfer to the U of M to pursue a major in industrial and systems engineering. Balancing the demands of full-time school, work, and family had been really hard. When things go wrong, it doesn't matter whether I have a physics final the next day. I have to work overtime to cover unexpected expenses. While responsibilities have not eased up since my transfer to the U of M, the end is in sight. My wife and I have found a home in Minnesota, the home state of our 3 children, and the Minnesota High Tech Association is helping us feel wanted and appreciated here in this great state. In closing, I want to take this opportunity to thank you. Thank you for the much needed financial support as I pursue my college degree and for believing in me and my potential.
Thank you, Radhika and Hassan, and congratulations again to all of our 2019 MHTA Foundation scholars. I don't know about you, but when I hear stories like those shared by Radhika and Hassan, I'm humbled by the grit, determination, and resilience they've exhibited on their personal journeys towards college and career success. In my welcoming remarks, I said something along the lines of, if we want a bright tech future tomorrow, we need to invest in that future today. Well, now's the time where we all have an opportunity to invest. What you choose to do with that opportunity is up to you. But if you are inspired by where this next generation of STEM scholars will take us and wish to give others in need a similar chance to succeed, I hope you will choose to invest in our collective future by supporting the work of the Minnesota High Tech Foundation tonight. In the center of your table, there's a large envelope with bidding paddles, donation envelopes, and pens. Please take a moment and grab one of the bidding paddles at this time. And on behalf of the MHTA Foundation, I encourage you to make a contribution tonight to the STEM Scholarship Fund so that tomorrow's STEM students can receive the same recognition and support that these students received tonight. To help make that happen, I'd like to welcome Glenn Flatibow to the stage as our auctioneer for this evening. Glenn's company, Flatibow Advancement, partners with nonprofit organizations to raise funds through live benefit auctions, mission-based giving moments, and donor engagement consulting. Under Glenn's leadership, Flatibow Advancement has grown into one of the largest benefit auction companies in the nation and is yet another Minnesota entrepreneurial success story. Please welcome Mr. Glenn Flatibow.
Jeff, thank you. Thank you, everyone. And before we work together as a community to make a difference for our 2020 scholars, can we give the students and the scholarship recipients right behind me one more round of applause for the leadership that they are showing? Thank you to our scholarship recipients. And in our rehearsal this afternoon, they'd like to work with me together in the next few minutes. My friends, our goal together, as we conclude our program tonight, is to see if we can break a record and have the highest level of participation in this moment that we've ever had. And the funds that we raise will allow us to dedicate our efforts to scholarship students in 2020. Let's see together if we can break this record as a community right now. Let's see if we can have the highest level of participation that we've ever had. But the final thing I'd like to say is this. It isn't the financial resources that are just making the difference. We are sending a message to these students that our community is behind you. We can do this together right now. Let's break a record as a community. Is there anyone willing to start tonight by pledging $10,000 in our efforts? Anyone? Yes. Here's our first one at $10,000. Let's give them a round of applause. Number 345. I think it's Roy and Joy from StarTech. 345. Thank you to StarTech. That is $10,000. Anyone else at the $10,000 level? At the $10,000 level? Anyone else at $10,000? At the $10,000 level? How about $5,000? Are there any families tonight? Yes, we have two at $5,000. Can we give Phil one more round of applause for his speech tonight? Phil, great job. Number 806 at $5,000. Here's a second one. Number 805 at $5,000. Let's give them a round of applause. We've got another one back here at $5,000. Let's give them a hand. There's a third one at $5,000. Number 328 at $5,000. 328 at $5,000. Anyone else at the $5,000 level? At the $5,000 level. Before we move on, yes, here's another one at $5,000. Let's give them a round of applause. Number 277 at $5,000. 277 at $5,000. Anyone else at the $5,000 level? Before we move on, can we give the 5 families and companies that just pledged either $10,000 or $5,000 one more hand for their generosity? We've already raised $25,000 together. We're doing great. We are going to the next level. How about $2,500? How many people tonight would consider pledging $2,500? Anyone at the, yes, number 327 at $2,500. There's our first one, 327 at $2,500. Anyone else at the $2,500 level? At the $2,500 level. How about $1,000? How many people tonight would consider pledging $1,000? Anyone at the, yes, number 651 at $1,000. Let's give them a round of applause. Here's a second one, number 601 at $1,000. Number 231 at $1,000. Here's another one. Number 221 at $1,000. Number 221 at $1,000. Anyone else at the $1,000 level? Ma'am, thank you. Number 804 at $1,000. Number 804 at $1,000. Anyone else at the $1,000 level? At the $1,000 level. Can we give our $1,000 contributors a round of applause for their support tonight? Thank you to our $1,000 contributors. We are going to the next level. How about $500? How many people tonight would consider pledging? Yes, here's our first one at $500. Number 343 at $500. And ma'am, your number is 452 at $500. Here's another one at $500. Number 271 at $500. Number 283 at $500. Number 314 at $500. Number 241 at $500. 241 at $500. Here's another one. Number 901 at $500. $901 at $500. Anyone else at the $500 level? At the $500 level. Anyone else at $500? Let's give our $500 contributors a round of applause. Thank you to our $500 supporters. We are doing great. We are going to the next level. How about $250? How many people tonight would consider pledging $250? Yes, number 191 at $250. Number 191 at $250. Number 298 at $250. 298 at $250. Here's another one. Number 326 at $250. Ma'am, thank you. 326 at $250. 342 at $250. Number 342. Number 801 at $250. Number 801. Here's another one back here. Number 518 at $250. Number 518. Anyone else at the $250 level? And as our final level tonight, how many people would be willing to pledge $100 for scholarships? Yes, look at all these cards. Number 261 at $100. 602 at $100. 262. 264 at $100. 354. Number 744. 558 at $100. 652. Number 175 at $100. 181 at $100. 373. 372 at $100. 773. 676 at $100. 510 at $100. Number 194. 295 at $100. 621. Number 501. Ma'am, thank you. 143 at $100. Number 403. 401 at $100. Number 301 at $100. 222 at $100. 222 at $100. By the way, everyone, I do believe that we have broken a financial record in our giving moment tonight. Can we put our hands together for everyone's help and your generosity? One final thank you again to StarTech for a $10,000 lead gift. Two last things. If anyone would like to make a donation at a dollar amount that I didn't announce, please feel free to do that. We'd like everyone, even though I called it your bidding number, to enter your pledge and fill out the pledge form that is in your packet, so you could take a moment to do that. And again,